Hey everyone, I would like to give you a 3-minute update on what is currently happening inside the organization of the Jehovah's Witnesses and their current legal woes. If you have not heard, in Spain, the Jehovah's Witnesses have taken a group of victims called the Spanish Association of Victims of Jehovah's Witnesses to court. Their intention is to force this group to be silenced and also to remove victim and Jehovah's Witness from the title of their name. Instead of just addressing their harmful tactics and practices, their intention is to completely dismantle a group of victims. The case is being heard in the Spanish courts right now. As soon as I hear anything, I promise you will be the first to know. Secondly, what is happening in Norway? Recently, the Norwegian government found out the Jehovah's Witness organization practiced a tactic called shunning, which they feel violates human rights, specifically children's human rights. Shunning ostracizes and marginalizes people who have been abused, specifically and especially children. Once the Norwegian government made the decision to remove their grants because of this abusive policy, they thought a little more and said, well, if you are harming children and you're violating human rights, then why should you even be allowed to be a religious organization? And now are deciding to revoke their religious organization status. So currently, the Jehovah's Witnesses are battling Norway to try to get back not only their money, but also their religious organization status. Mind you, this doesn't stop the Jehovah's Witness organization from practicing and worshiping freely. It just means they can't collect money for it anymore. And of course, that's a problem. In both Sweden and Norway, they've struggled to get recognized as a religious community that contributes to society. It took them years in Sweden to finally get approved for these grants. They were approved by 2019 and denied by 2021. Now, this is the part that annoys me about the Jehovah's Witness organization taking this to the government and fighting. Because when it comes to you and me practicing our rights, our human rights afforded to us by the law in the country that we reside in, we're not allowed to take advantage of that. We have to remain silent. We don't have the freedom to protest, to vote, freedom of speech. We have to remain silent. But when it comes to this organization, they will use every opportunity afforded to them to fight. And the reason that they have so much power to wield is because it's all been gained by extorting their members like you and I. Every time we volunteer knocking on doors, when we go to quick builds where we build kingdom halls all around the world, building convention centers, even building entertainment centers, using our talents, our money, and our time, and now they wield it against us. Hey, that was my 3-minute TikTok video, but I wanted to add a little bit more to my YouTube. As I said before, the organization has struggled for a while in Sweden and Norway to get the recognition and money that they desired. This morning, I found out that Kim talked to Jonas of Goat-like Personality, and that he said that, yes, the Norway office is closed, Swedish office closed. So these branches have been sold, and they've been combined with the Denmark branch, which leads me to my next question. In Sweden, there's a population of 10 million. They have 22,634 ministers who teach the Bible, 280 congregations, which is a 1 to 464 ratio of Jehovah's Witnesses to population. While in Norway, there is a population of 5 million, and they have 12,000 ministers who teach the Bible, 166 congregation, which is a 1 to 456 ratio of Jehovah's Witness to population. Where is this subsidy money being spent when these branches are closed? They have been sold for a profit. In Sweden, when they finally got approved for the subsidies in 2019, they turned around and sued the government for $25 million. Earring flew out. 25. Meanwhile, the Jehovah's Witness organization spun it to their members that this was all because of their political neutrality, when it was actually because of their no blood policy. Sweden eventually decided that patients have a right to refuse treatment. But unfortunately, as you and I know, Jehovah's Witness children do not have a choice. I believe that people should be well informed when making decisions, and in this instance, children are not well informed and do not understand the consequences of their actions by not receiving blood. Groups like the Jehovah's Witnesses know how to utilize their connections, their wealth, and their time, just like a well-oiled machine. They know how to take advantage of every opportunity afforded to them and combine efforts and make groups like freedom of religion offices. Who else can afford luxuries like that? Not you or me. All of this is achieved through the blood, sweat, and tears of its members. And the travesty that it is, it's turned around and used to silence them. These small countries are giving this organization millions of dollars. Where are they spending it? That's all I had to add. Thanks for watching. I'll let you know if I hear an update. See you soon.